Hi everyone, this is Dango. In this video, we are going to talk about the recent update in Chinese server. So basically the new PvE content, some of the new skins, some of the new characters and how they perform, and then finally we are going to talk about the new collaboration, which is going to be the Overlord collaboration. So let's start with the new PvE content. This is a very good content because a lot of players in non-Gristle Mobile, they don't play PvP, and for this game, if you finish the end game for PvE, which is Ancient Beginning, there is basically nothing else to do, and you are just like swiping dailies, finish the timeless trials every week, and becomes a casual player, unless you transform to a PvP player. But even with that, even with all the push for you to become a PvP player, only like 5% player in the Chinese server plays PvP. So 95% player just becomes super casual, and they are asking the developers for some like more fun PvE content. And here is how the developers respond to us. They just provide this awesome PvE content. So this is basically a content where you explore with one characters at the beginning with no gears, only one skills at the beginning, and then you pick up your gears and skills along the way, and you also meet new friends, so they will join you along the way. So in the end, you're going to build a super powerful team. But yeah, you start with only one character with no gear and only one skill. So this is a very interesting mode, and it is actually like a kind of a much shorter way of building characters. So basically, for this mode, I only have Helena at the beginning, and then I pick up all my friends here and pick up the skills and gears for them. So the other interesting part of this mode is you can build the characters the way you want. So they are not limited to learn the skill that they originally have. So you can end up having a ritual using Licolis 3 skill, the 3 skill from Maya, and also you can learn Black Hole for your ritual, which is amazing because those skills work super well with the talent. Yeah, so you can end up with building a lot of crazy characters in this way, and they can also have super fancy passive skill. For example, now I give Rachel a Leonhardt passive skill, so she can actually act again if she hits 2 or more targets. So this is a super interesting mode that you can explore how to build a very strong character yourself. Yeah, and of course the balance of this mode is not super well, so you cannot have a PvP mode in this mode. This is basically a fun mode. Like it is actually going to be harder at the beginning than later, because later you will going to have like super crazy characters if you are building your characters in the right way. Yeah, so after like all the explanation, there are going to be other challenging events, so you can further challenge how good your team is in this mode. So basically you can have all the challenge mode, and you can increase the level of the challenge mode up to like 100 level. So basically only the best player who can make the best combo can finish all the challenge at level 100. Yeah, this is really interesting, and yeah, it is friendly to new, like even beginners, because uh, like it is not relying on your own character, it is not relying on your own gear, it is not relying on your own training. So basically, the only thing that is lacking for the beginners is how the different skills and gear works. So they may have trouble picking the best skill and gears, but other than that, uh, all the resources you have for the beginners are exactly the same with the older players. Yeah, this is just such a fun mode. It is hard for me to show like how much I enjoy playing this mode, but yeah, I played this mode like strict for like 4 hours at one time, and then like around 5 hours at the other time. And all my friends playing in the Chinese server, they really enjoyed this mode. They have players spending like over 20 hours or like 30 hours in this mode alone. So yeah, it is really enjoyable mode. And this is right now a temporary mode, but they are sending out the questionnaires asking for players if you like it or not. yeah, I believe most players said they enjoyed this mode. So there is like a high chance this mode is going to come back. So yeah, we are going to really expecting this mode in the global server. So even more PvE focused player can enjoy this game better. And then we are going to talk about some of the recent skins. So yeah, this is the skin that just released today for land use. Yeah, another kind of a summer focused skin. Yeah, this is the Angelina skin. Wow, this is actually yeah a skin I super enjoy. Oh, actually I'm just going to buy it. Yeah, this is really a nice skin for me to pick up. And besides that, there is a series of wedding skins. So Luna got her wedding skin. I believe Shelfonio also got her wedding skin. Here, this is it. Or we can check here. This is the wedding skin for Shelfonio. Yeah, those are the new wedding skins. There is also a wedding skin for Yulia. Yeah. This is the wedding skin for Yulia. Yeah, wedding skin for Yulia, Luna, and Shelfonio. And there is also the season skins from season 4, which is going to be in Listel. Yeah, a very nice skin as well. So those are the recent skins in the Chinese server. And then I'm going to talk about briefly the new characters in the Chinese server, how they are performing in the PvP. But I'm not going to make a tier list for Season 5 at this point, just because it is hard for me to make the tier list right now. I want to, like, I know like tier list cannot be 100% accurate, but the accuracy of the tier list depends on the author's knowledge. So the author needs to play more games, to watch more games, and also to have a better understanding on the game mechanism so that the tier list can be as accurate as possible. Yeah, I don't think I have played and watched enough game at this point. I'm going to make a tier list after I check the playoff, and or maybe even like playing the playoff of the Chinese server Season 5 Apex Arena. So that is going to happen soon, I believe. The end of the server is only coming for like within like 2 weeks. So 3 weeks later, there's going to be a playoff. So and after the playoff, I'm going to make the tier list. I'm going to climb hard for the last 2 weeks and see if we can get the top 256. Yeah, but briefly, at this point, it looks like for like after the previous updates, the character, yeah, like old Landius is super OP in PvP. A lot of players are using old Landius, so old Landius here is super OP, and it's actually like OP generically. Like a lot of players with different box, like faction, like like mythical faction based box, or just the regular box. A lot of players are using these old Landius here. The other characters, these new healers is super good. Basically, some players are replacing Liana with this new healer, or you can even put Liana and this Flotia both in the box. Both of Liana and these new healers can again a character, so that's actually very good. And then this assassin is not really good. Yeah, Assassin Ian is not really good. So the other two characters, Noemi and yeah, Roslia. So these two characters are both situational. If your box focusing on single target, then those characters are really OP. But if your box is focusing on AoE and debuff, or yeah, then these characters are really not for you. Yeah, and this one, Roslia, I think she's pretty good for rush strategy as well. Yeah, but yeah, so those are the new characters so far for the Chinese server after Season 4. You guys already know how good Rain is, so yeah, I don't need to mention that more. Rain and Anahond will be in global server for the Season 4 final, but they will not be in global for season 4 for most of the players, but they are still going to be super strong and relevant in season 5. So the last banner before the season 5 playoff in the Chinese server is actually going to be the next collab banner, which is going to be the collab with Overlord. I think most of the players have already heard the story about the next collab is going to be Overlord, and it looks like those are actually going to be very strong units. Especially even the free SR unit you can upgrade to SSR, and he actually got a very strong he actually got a very strong skill as well. But yeah, we are only getting information from the testing server right now, so we are not sure if those skill is going to remain unchanged. Yeah, but the next collab is going to be Overlord, and very likely the three characters will be all relevant for PvP. So we will discuss more when the characters release. But at this point, this is all I want to talk about for the recent updates in the Chinese server. So we will definitely going to keep an eye on for the Chinese server season 5 playoff. So I'm going to try to cover as much match as possible. So if you want to learn more about the season 5 playoff, I'm going to create a playlist for that. So you can just follow that playlist. I'm going to upload all the videos for one playlist. Yeah, so this is all about this video. Hope you find this video helpful and interesting. I will see you guys later. Peace.